Hey, it's KJ. Have you heard? I have a new show. It's pop culture, people to know, pets, and positive vibes, all packed into 1 hour every Wednesday night. You can watch it live on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/KJ Today. And now, the KJ Today Show is proud to present The Kinda Nerdy Girls.
Welcome to the Kinda Nerdy Girls podcast. Fandom, fun, funny.
All right, let's get this going. Woo, choo, choo, pop, pop, boop, da, bop, da, bop, ba, da, dum, bum, choo, 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 boop, 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 pop, 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 ping, ping, poo, poo. I'm trying to remember the sound effects.
It's been that long since we've done a podcast. You don't remember the sound effects?
We only do it once a month.
Hey, it is our January episode. We are 1 for 1 in 2023 on getting an episode out as we promised every month. Good job. Good job. Take 2. Poo poo choo pow 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 ping ping poo poo pow pow woo 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 woo. It's time for the Kinda Nerdy Girls podcast, and there's a bunch of girls here, and there's a dude too. You're about to meet them. They're kind of nerdy. Woo woo woo. Our fun fact is the first cartoon character animal that you think of. Woo choo 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 pop 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 pop. Let's start with our dude. The Kinda Nerdy Dude, producer Patches.
I actually have 2, and their names are Tom and Jerry. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
I love them so much.
Going with the cats right away, as you are wearing your crazy cat gentleman shirt. Thank you so much, Patches. And woo, 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 wow, 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 wow. It's another year, and wow, she's still here. Wow, wow, wow. It's Tia from Geek Vibes Nation. Wow.
I guess because I've been watching a lot of criticism over the new show Velma, I think of Scooby-Doo.
Totally all right, yes.
Oh my God, everybody hates that show.
Which Scooby-Doo? I don't know, probably traditional cartoon one.
I think is original cartoon.
I think that's what I think of.
Okay, all right. Woo,
yeah, I think that's what pops in my head.
Boop, 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 boop. Should be giving us a gaming update. Boop, 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 boop. Pew, 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 pew. It's Gamer Katie.
So I definitely sat here a lot longer than I should have trying to think of an animal. Because I was like, what animals have I seen on TV? Laszlo from Camp Laszlo on Cartoon Network.
I don't even know who that is.
That show's been off the air for years.
Is it a dog?
No, he's a monkey.
Okay.
And he goes to summer camp with other animals.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds fun. I missed out on that.
Cute.
Oh, you learned something new. All right, thanks. Jonna's judging you.
Yeah, sure.
I just don't know who that is.
No, very obscure. All right, well, let's find out. She'll be telling us what's got her weeping coming up. It's producer Jonna.
The first, literally when you said animated animal, I automatically thought Hong Kong Phooey for some reason.
Hong Kong Phooey.
Vintage.
And the song's just been playing in my head since I thought of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
man, I love it. Hong Kong Phooey.
Cool
MFer.
Did you have to blow the dust off of that one?
Yeah. It literally I haven't thought about that show in such a long time, and as soon as she said it, I was like, Hong Kong Phooey. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you.
Nice. What did you say, Patches?
No, I swore it would have been Socks from Lightyear. So just
that's too obvious, Patches.
I know.
Too obvious. Gotta keep them guessing.
And I am KJ, your host, and the first thing that popped into my head was Garfield the cat. So maybe because we were talking about lasagna, and I love cats. So there you go. Fun fact, we are based out of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Indiana is the home state of Jim Davis, who created Garfield the cat.
True story.
I know,
except for Tia, who is in the big NY.
She's in New York.
In
She's
the
in the
big
big-
the
NY.
big
Do
apple.
people call it? People don't
big
call it the
NY?
big NY.
I don't know. Shut up.
The
It
big
just
Nobody.
came
NY.
out.
I've never
It
heard
just came
anybody
out.
call it that ever.
It just
Tia, how's the
came
big
out.
NY?
I think it's as the Southerners say, bless his heart.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Are we just gonna start spelling things out now? How's the medium IN? We would be considered small, right? How's the
We're,
small IN?
No, we are considered medium market, Katie. So
I
we
would,
would be
I would
Midwest.
medium.
call us like a Marge, medium large. I feel like
I
we're like
would
a
call
Marge.
us a medium.
No, I would say a Marge, but okay, whatever.
All right, so that is our show, and I want to get right into I guess it is a gaming update because it's the TV show everybody's talking about based on the game. It's time for your gaming update. Boop, 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 boop. It's time for your gaming update with Gamer Katie. Boop, 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 pew, pew, pew.
The show
Pew,
based
pew,
on a
pew.
game we're talking about? What are we talking about?
The Last of Us?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was like, what are we talking about?
I
Katie!
was looking at your face. She's like, I have no
I'm
idea
like, what are we
what's happening.
talking about?
I know, she
I
looks so shocked.
Y'all know I
Katie?
chronically don't watch things. I haven't watched The Last of Us.
Katie, it's your favorite
I know.
actor.
It has all the things I like. It has a really good game. It has Pedro Pascal in it. It has him being like a dad with a dead kid, That just happens to him a lot, but it works for him. And I still haven't watched it.
I freaking took time out of my life to watch this show so that I could talk about it with you,
You know what? I
Katie.
mean, I played the
You're
game,
right.
so at least I could talk about that.
Excuse me, KJ. Did you actually think that Katie was gonna watch it? I knew that she wasn't gonna watch
Y'all
it.
should know me better than that.
No,
I chronically don't watch things.
I thought because it's Pedro Pascal and you have, it's very, very rare that Katie and producer Patches disagree, but one thing they disagree on is Pedro Pascal. And
Yeah.
Katie has defended him vehemently.
Oh yeah, he's a
Vehemently.
dilf, don't worry.
Yep.
But you should know me better than that. I would never watch anything right out of the gate. Are you
Oh
kidding?
my gosh. Disappointing. All right.
However, I have played the game, and the game is a tearjerker and is very good. So I can compare and contrast for you. But
Yeah,
I actually did a gaming update about games, not about a show.
Okay, fine. Well,
But no,
then,
you want to talk about The Last of Us. So let's talk about The Last of Us.
well, here are did anybody else watch it? Or seriously, it was just me? I didn't even want to watch this show. I watched it for Katie.
I've been watching White Lotus on HBO Max. They're right next to each other on the scroll
Yes.
screen. So that, I feel like
Yes.
maybe does that count a little bit?
It does. And Tia, thank you for raising your hand. We've gotten a little out of control with everybody talking over each other on the show. Tia's being the polite one.
Oh,
Excuse me, I
whatever.
always raise my hand.
Whatever.
The kind of nerdy girl from the big NJ is
The big, the
Yeah,
big
isn't
no.
that Jersey, not New York?
She did
Oh,
say
sorry.
NJ.
Oh, I did. She's not
How
from
dare
NJ.
you?
The big NY.
Oh my
Sorry.
The
God.
big MA.
He is
'cause
not
Massachusetts
Jawan,
is the
dude.
same.
Come on. What is wrong with you?
Sorry. I
Tia's gonna
totally
leave now.
offended her.
Even I'm
Yeah.
offended.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Jana's leaving. She's so offended. Oh,
God,
God.
this show's a
Sorry.
train wreck.
Sorry.
Starting
God,
the
the
year
rails are
really
falling
well
off.
here.
It's a
We
train wreck.
really are. We're all about Hoosier
I-
hospitality here, and Tia's being the polite one is what I wanted to say. Go ahead, Tia.
Well, I was mostly raising my hand because I feel like I'm having internet issues, and I was like, instead of me just trying to say that I've also watched The Last of Us, let me just raise my hand to tell KJ she is not alone, and I have to watch
yeah.
the show.
Tia's caught in the internet ether every time we record with her.
So,
No, seriously, every time.
so Tia, we're on a delay. Tia is not in the big NJ or the big NY. She's actually on the moon. So we apologize for her 26-second
Apparently.
delay. Let's just sit here quietly for 26 seconds while we wait for Tia to respond and tell us what she thought of The Last of Us.
So can you guys hear me now?
Roger, we can hear you. This is Houston.
Yes, go
Over.
ahead. Shh, come in.
Begin transmission.
It's every time. It's
Every
every
time.
time.
Oh,
I did a
God.
stream and I did a StreamYard like last week with Juwan and everything was fine. I don't know what it is.
So it's us
like-
that's the
It's
problem.
us.
It's
We're
us.
the drama,
Yeah.
is what she's saying.
Am
We're
I
the
the
drama.
drama?
We're the drama.
The medium IN is not doing well right now. The medium IN is not doing
Medium.
Listen, Tia, we just got a brand new internet cable run to our home. It was all hacked up. It was a disaster. We got new cable. We got higher speeds. Don't you blame this on us.
And we still
we'll
can't
wait.
save Tia.
It's not bad right now. So while we have the opportunity, Tia, I believe you have played The Last of
I
Us
should just
and
shout-
seen the show.
I have not played it, but I have watched it. I watched the first episode, right? That's all that's
It's a
that's
game
all
you'd
that's
love,
out,
Tia.
right? That's like all that's out. I know.
It's got everything you like. It's got zombies. It's got dads with dead daughters, and then pseudo like surrogate daughters. It's got monsters. It's got saving humanity. It's got the apocalypse.
Okay, my question is, who liked dads with dead daughters?
So when the game originally came out, they had to go through like a lot to get the first scene approved because the monster outbreak happens and then his daughter like dies, which doesn't happen usually in games because they don't kill minors, right? So that was like a whole big taboo and they had to go through a lot to get that to actually happen. But that sets the precursor for, okay, it's been like, what, 10 years or whatever. And then
20
the
years
game
in
happens,
the TV show.
and then he
Yeah.
gets this like surrogate daughter that is the only hope for humanity. But he wouldn't care about this kid if his kid didn't die.
I will say they did it. I did
Yeah.
not know that the daughter was going to die, so that was even
Well, that's because you
even
didn't
for
play
a
the
TV
game,
show.
KJ.
Well,
did
you guys
not.
spoiled it. I don't want to watch it now.
They did a very. You weren't gonna watch it anyway, Jonna.
Guys, for
Shut
the first
your
5
mouth.
minutes.
Oh God.
They do.
They
No, they do like a great job of you like having to care about this kid and then like murder her. They're like,
They
oh,
did it in
you
the
like
game
this
too.
girl and
You
thought
only
that
play for like 5 minutes and then they like just murder her.
it
But
was
she's
ridiculous.
in it for like a
yes.
solid like 20 minutes, I feel like.
Yeah, Katie.
Way
She's
more than she got
definitely
the first time.
she is definitely in the TV show longer than 5 minutes. Yeah, they make you real. They go through the whole. So in the game, is it the whole birthday thing? Like he's having it's his birthday.
I remember them
and-
like hanging out at home, and then it was like nighttime, and then I want to say there was like a car or he was walking her somewhere. Yeah. I don't remember.
She got him the watch. She went and got his watch,
the watch
fixed
was
for
a
his
thing,
birthday.
I
So that
think.
was a big deal. I've heard from people, we're the worst. Like people have already tuned out. They're like, these girls are the worst. I've heard from people who have played the game and watched the show, which is apparently no one on this show.
Yeah, right.
That
Source of truth here.
that there are moments in the show that are so true to the game. I saw people say that they almost forgot that they were watching, that they weren't playing the game, that they were just watching the show.
So let me say this very sarcastically and snarkily. Wow, you can actually make a really good video game adaptation if you stick to the fucking source content. Instead of trying to go all Assassin's Creed willy-nilly and make a normal movie, if you stick to the source, which was a good game, you can actually get a good show out of it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Katie went in hot
That's
there.
my hot take for today.
All right. Thanks, Katie.
Wow.
Well, this whole The Last of Us thing just like totally was such a debacle. I really thought we were going to just start off with some great content. And Katie talking about like how she loves this game and
Girl,
here's how
you
she
know I
sees
don't
the
watch
TV show.
nothing.
And so let's just move on. Let's just
AJ, why
edit
do you
this.
expect things from us?
Yeah.
Just
Especially
edit this
me.
out,
We're
John.
having such
Edit
high expectations.
I do
of us.
nothing but bail on you and let you down.
the worst. All right. Well, what can you talk about in the gaming world other than the thing that every single freaking gamer is talking about, which is the Last of Us show?
The
Go
other
ahead,
thing all the
Katie.
gamers are talking about.
Okay,
Actually,
go
3
ahead.
things. Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, the sequel to Breath of the Wild, which was fantastic, amazing game, comes out May 12th. Hogwarts Legacy, which is the supposedly open world Harry Potter game. That comes out in February. Very exciting. And
I've heard, Katie, we were talking with Shelly from Conquest Journals, another one of our kind of nerdy girls. Apparently there's some drama with that Hogwarts game coming out. Like they're only releasing it for like the top tier games, and like it's gonna be like a month before it goes to the Switch and like all
Yeah, they're like segregating which platforms that they're.
So there's a lot of drama around the Hogwarts Legacy thing for multiple reasons, and that's one of them. February release date is for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox S, which is the newest consoles. Later on, you'll get everybody else. But then there's some drama around like, okay, J.K. Rowling herself, and that like buying this game, you're supporting her and her controversial beliefs. So it's like a little all over the place. I'm not going to lie. I watched the trailer for it when it came out months and months ago, and it looked bad. But I'm probably still going to buy it, and I'm probably still going to play it.
What do you know what like where this takes place in the Harry Potter universe, like the when, the where?
Let me Google it really fast. I didn't get that far.
That's because we're only kind of nerdy.
Yeah. Okay. So it's Hogwarts in the 1800s.
Oh.
You play as a student who holds the key to an ancient secret that threatens to tear the wizarding world apart, which seems to happen about every 50 years.
Yes. Okay.
Like they just can't keep it together.
All right. Welcome back, Tia.
We missed you.
Well, maybe not.
No.
She's there. She's trying.
You were frozen on a face.
Yep, still frozen.
That's just your face when she talks to us. That's not frozen.
Tia, try try leaving.
Again.
A suggestion. Why don't you try leaving?
Last one, because it's a game I think she'd really like, and I'm pretty sure she's played it.
Jonna, will you, producer Jonna, could you text Tia and tell her to just log in from the link on her phone? She can be with us on her phone. It'll be fine. While we're waiting Tia, for the final gaming update from Katie. Katie, I have a little exciting news for you.
Exciting like The Last of Us?
No, apparently I don't know what to expect. This is a thing happening in the future, so you can prepare for it. But you watch that show. You love the Ancient Aliens, don't you?
I mean, I've watched it. I wouldn't say I love it, but I have consumed a lot of Ancient Aliens. I just love to watch it. They're like, how could ancient peoples, who obviously must have been so dumb, build the pyramids? They did. They're not that dumb. People didn't get any smarter. Like, what are you talking about?
So you don't think that the aliens built the pyramids? Absolutely
not.
You think that's a cop-out?
No, I think like regular Joe Schmo built the pyramids because his boss told him to, or he'd have been beaten to death.
So
everybody needs a job, dude.
Yeah, and it's been proven like time again that it was like contract workers. So basically like engineers of the past. They're not aliens. They just did math. Like I know it's like foreign to some people, but math is not an alien language. I promise.
So Katie, you have an opportunity.
I'm shit at math.
You have an opportunity, Katie, to tell these guys how you really feel, because Ancient Aliens Live is coming to the Mirage on February 19th.
Are you shitting me?
And I have free tickets. We're going to be giving some away on the KJ Today show.
Is it the hair guy?
Yeah. The hair guy?
Oh, God.
It's so funny. It's so funny you say that, Katie, because I interviewed Nick Pope, who is the older guy who was the British investigator for years and years and years. He was on the military side of things, and they stuck him over on the UFO side. So when I said, does anybody have any questions for Nick Pope? I'm going to be interviewing him. The number one question is the big hair guy going to be there? So I did, in fact, Katie, ask him exactly that. Nick, I take questions from the audience. They want to know, is the big hair guy going to be there? So he confirmed, yes, that the guy's name, I think the guy's name is George. So yeah, they're all going to be together.
Yeah.
And they're doing Ancient Aliens live. And so, you have an opportunity. I mean, I don't want you to go with me if you're going to like stand up and call them out and be like, your show's stupid and all it is math. But, I can give you tickets in like another part of the.
I might start a fight with the hair guy because, like, okay, cool. You have this whole thing and you're making like a claim. Okay, sure. You have a theory, whatever. You got to be able to back it up. He doesn't have like any science education. His degree is in communication, like sports journalism.
Is it really? I didn't know that. That is awesome.
So like, it's not engineering, it's not math, it's not science or history or anything like remotely relevant.
But don't you think
it's a comm degree?
Alien civilizations, one, they're gonna need us to be able to communicate with them. So we need a good communicator on the front lines.
Want us?
And
or the
also,
hair guy. Why would we
I
want
bet
the
they
hair
also
guy
play like
us?
I bet aliens like people on other planets, like they're playing like the soccer and shit. Like, excuse my language, John.
I can't imagine the aliens
you guys are cursing too much. You guys don't have any bleeps I'm gonna have to put in here? You're making so much more work for me.
Oh,
I already dropped the
John
F-bomb
is gonna
once.
have to actually edit a podcast now. Wow.
I know.
Oh, no.
I already dropped the F-bomb once. We can't go any higher.
You mofos.
Welcome back, Tia.
Woo!
Wait, don't say it. It jinxes it. It scares her computer. It frightens easy.
All right, guys. In 26 seconds, we'll hear from Tia.
Tia,
I'm just scared.
Come in, Tia. Come in, Tia. Do you have a hot take on aliens? Over.
Do you see any aliens on the dark side of the moon?
At this point, I'm just a spectator, and that's okay.
Oh, no.
Tia, log in from your phone. Use your phone instead of your internet. Can you do that? Or do you have like
my phone is
The
like
aliens.
on 6%.
Will not
Put it on the charger.
And there you go.
Girl, charge your phone.
Come on. Plug it in.
They don't
And
got
hit the
chargers
link
over
I
there.
sent you in your email.
Why?
They ain't got chargers on the moon, apparently.
This show is barely hanging in there, guys.
You know what? It's a good segue, though, because my last gaming update was about aliens.
Oh, no kidding. All right.
And I waited for you, Tia, because I was afraid that you had actually played this game because it's an old one.
Attention, Tia. If you could just hang in there, we've got some gaming updates about aliens in 26 seconds. Over to you,
T-minus
Katie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Go ahead, Katie.
So they made this game like a trilogy years ago. Dead Space. Did you play it? Wow!
Tia is shaking her head no.
I waited for you to tell me no.
Hey,
I've heard of it though. Like I have heard of it.
Scary games about aliens attacking you on an abandoned mining ship in space. Like terrifying games. They're remaking it and it comes out later this month.
wow.
I know, I'm very
Katie,
excited. It's very
now
scary.
you know how I feel. You were so excited to share news with Tia because you thought for sure she'd played this game. Now you know how I feel, thinking you for sure watched The Last of Us.
You should know better. I don't watch anything.
You did watch The Witcher, though. So, I mean, to
Okay,
KJ's
that's
defense.
because that was Geralt of Rivia, and I'm not going to watch it with Liam Hemsworth. I'm going to be honest
Okay,
here.
literally nobody is. Their viewership is gonna go down so quick without Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I
Man.
hope it does.
And
I
and
hope it
the
does.
fact, and then after Miley just came out with Flowers and everything, and all like the hit job online against Liam Hemsworth, The Witcher
Right.
just needs to cancel right now.
Hashtag
Just
team
literally.
anti-Hemsworth.
Right?
Bring back
Anti-Liam.
the real Geralt.
Well, I don't know if they can. I don't know if there's any going back.
Why
at
can't
this
they?
point.
He's not Superman.
It wasn't it because he disagreed with how the showrunners were going because he wanted it to be more faithful to the actual video game.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Probably. He's a
Yeah.
nerd, so that would make sense.
And
Yeah,
he would
he's a
like
huge nerd.
question them on a couple of things. He'd be like, that's not necessarily like what Geralt would do, or that's not like book
Yeah.
accurate, or that's not like whatever. So then they're like, you know what? Go be Superman. Oh, just kidding. Bye bye.
You can't.
But nobody wants to be Superman anyway, so I wouldn't do that either.
I don't even think they have Jason Momoa coming back as Aquaman either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, they're
actually,
scrapping
they
the
are,
whole
yeah.
thing.
It's
Like,
Really?
gone.
They're
scrap
killing
everything.
DCU, EU, whatever it is. All the acronyms.
Yeah,
Well,
I
did-
don't. Patches,
did-
I don't think they're having anybody film anything new. Anything that's out, there may still be some lingering some lingering terribleness from the
Throw it in the
previous
garbage
DCU.
can.
Wait a minute, wait. So you mean to tell me that the last thing that DC is gonna have out before they do whatever dumb thing
It's
they're
the
gonna
Flash.
do is the Batman?
Okay, don't talk shit about the Batman.
Guy, did you like
Ah.
the Batman?
Ah, I liked this
Jonna,
Batman.
Jonna,
It was a good movie,
technicality.
except for the motorcycle scene, okay?
The motorcycle scene that hasn't ended, they're still
Yeah.
driving.
Like
on.
this is-
It
still
never
going
got
on, yeah.
A
literally
lot longer than it should have been, but I really like angsty Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
I do,
Good.
Jonna. Hang on just a second, because I want to let you know. They don't. It's a technicality. They don't consider Robert Pattinson's The Batman is not in
Right.
the DCEU.
Which,
It's
I
its
mean,
own thing.
Then
So,
what was the
All
point
right.
technically, the last that we'll see from the DCEU is they still have to come out with Aquaman 2, which is already finished filming.
Yeah.
Shazam 2, which is already
Mhm.
finished, and unfortunately, the Flash movie.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that they're gonna let the Flash go out.
They
with
made
a
everything
Flash
going
movie?
on.
yeah, and
Why?
it's like I don't understand how you. It's like I get it. You spent all that money and you're paying the actors, but it's like on principle, I feel like
right.
they should
They
just
literally,
like.
they literally
All right.
trashed the Batwoman movie, and that was like finished.
I know,
Yep.
I know.
I
It's
know.
like, what sense
So we
does
can
that
throw it
make?
in the garbage if it's the Batwoman, but not the Flash, right?
That's
so,
what's
Right.
And which
We're-
actor is this Flash?
Ezra Miller.
Trash.
Yeah.
it.
Which is why
Garbage
it
can.
shouldn't come out.
Straight in the garbage can.
Exactly. You know, like, and I get the Flashpoint thing and having Michael Keaton making a cameo and everything else.
Yeah,
but
that's cool. but-
once again, DC being the DBs that they are, like I cannot understand, like with all the crap that is going on, you know, with the Henry Cavill thing and them like saying, you know, with James Gunn and everything else going, you know, like we're blowing everything up. Then why in God's name are you putting out these 3 movies? If
Mhm.
that is the case, Warner Brothers, you got deep pockets. Shut the hell up, trash them, and then guess what? If they want to put on their big boy pants and make a new universe, make a new universe. Otherwise, shut the hell up.
But they suck at it.
That's my point. They are terrible.
I love
They-
this.
Sucky
My-
universes. Just make one-off movies. Stop trying to
You know
make it
what?
a big old connected universe.
You know what?
Just make
I'll
a
tell you
one-off.
what. You might as well just let Zack Snyder run the whole damn franchise and the whole company, and it'll just go away. Because
Is that
at
not what
this
they're
point-
doing?
Basically, yes. Because at this point, I have loved Batman my entire life, but the emo Robert Pattinson, no offense, Katie, that okay.
Patches, you didn't even watch it.
I know, and I'm not gonna.
He's
watch
like,
it.
I didn't need to. I didn't need
It's
to.
on
Yeah,
HBO Max.
exactly.
If
They
you decide
played
to
the
watch
same
it.
Nirvana song on repeat for 2 hours.
Oh, dude, don't even get me going there either. Because, like, so it's like, screw you. Just have Zack Snyder just tank the entire DC brand.
I
That's
don't think
basically what
that
you've
Zack
allowed
is
him to
involved.
do anyways.
He's,
He's
not
not involved.
He's not
He's not
involved anymore.
involved.
They're just
But it's gotten to this
putting
point
these
because of
movies
him.
out because if you think about it, and we can all be, I mean, we can be mad about it. And if Marvel was doing this, we wouldn't be as harsh. But
I feel like we might be.
they have
yeah.
to get these. It's going to be a long time before whatever James Gunn is doing starts making it our way. There's going to be a separation, but in the meantime, they're going to recoup some of the money that they spent on these last, especially Shazam. Shazam will make money. There's nothing
and-
wrong
Right.
with Zachary Levi's Shazam. Like,
Well, and
other
that's
than
the thing
Right,
is
right.
like, I don't care that they're coming out with like a second Aquaman, even though I
Mhm.
obviously don't like Amber Heard, and I don't really care that they're coming out with another Shazam. I get it, you filmed it, release it, and there is like, as you guys said, they filmed Batwoman. I don't know why we couldn't have gotten that either, but it's like why release the Flash movie? That's just all I'm like sitting there. It's like, I literally don't care that you brought back Michael Keaton as Batman. It's cool, don't get me wrong. Just release his scenes or something,
Yeah.
Right.
or rehash it for a different movie. You don't need need to release just because you're like, oh, we got Michael Keaton back as Batman. We still need to release it. Because it's like, what message are you sending and let me get on a pedestal now. What message are you sending as a studio having a movie with Ezra Miller at the forefront with all of the BS that he has been accused of and almost proven that he's done? By the way, he just went to court and all he's getting off with is some probation, and it's so infuriating.
Oh,
Really?
Oh,
After he
wow.
like stalked that couple?
Yep.
Ugh.
Just
That
like
is crap.
a few years probation. So
Wow.
yeah.
You know what? I
It's cool to
totally
have
agree.
money.
Yeah, right? When you're rich, there are no crimes, only
Yeah.
penalties.
But
Exactly.
All right, guys. Nope, Patches, we're done. We're going someplace positive. I'm bringing this show back around.
Oh, okay.
This is not the
KJ's like
KJ
somewhere
Today show.
over the rainbow.
We're not talking about this anymore.
So what I hear is that we're gonna start a new podcast called Trashing DC, and then we're just
And that's
gonna...
just the podcast.
We don't even
That's
have to.
it.
They're
Yep.
doing it themselves.
true.
Yeah.
But no one's talking about it.
It'll be the easiest podcast ever, Katie.
Right?
Literally.
We don't even have to talk. We'll just play movies.
Exhibit A, Exhibit B.
And usually you'll come on screen and be like,
Right? Oh god.
Uh,
As I'm
Okay,
literally looking into a Batman right in front of my face. So this is
Batman.
great. Yeah.
let's turn this around. Something that both Tia and producer Patches were very excited about this past week. The trailer came out for The Mandalorian season 3. Everybody, yay! Smile, happy. I know
Yes.
Jana doesn't care. All right, so Tia was like texting, "Did you guys see the trailer?" So yes, we've seen the trailer. Let's talk about it. Go ahead, Tia.
Okay, if you guys can hear me.
Roger.
It was so cute. As soon as I saw, listen, I'm sorry. I was very one-track minded in that season 2 finale. I was like, cool. Wait, why is Baby Yoda leaving the Mandalorian? I did not appreciate that. So when the trailer started instantly with Mando and Grogu reunited, I was like, you got me.
Right.
It just felt really cool. I like it, this adventure. And I don't know, did they confirm that season 3 or something is going to be the last season? Because I always get this feeling when in trailers they go, all right, one last time, one last ride or something, that usually then the announcement of a finale is coming that way. I could be wrong there, but it's just as soon as they said, I was like, oh, this is normally the thing they plant when they're planning to end something.
All right. So what I
Now I think
Excuse
there's
me,
a
what-
fourth. I think there's a 4th season, and then it's ending.
But I think that one last ride, I think that was a oh hello, my grandkitty.
We got a cat sighting.
The baby.
Yeah, sock sighting. So I think that the one last ride thing, if I'm not mistaken, and someone will most likely correct me, it was when he first got his ship up in the air and they were doing those hyper jumps, and Grogu wanted to keep doing that. And he's like, all right, one last time. Or one, and I think I think
when your
that-
kid's super excited about something and they want
Right.
to do it over, and you're like,
Right.
okay, I'm gonna.
I want to say
that
that was from a prior episode. So I think I think that's okay. But dude, where I lost it was, and I'm a sucker for it anyways, but when you saw just multiple lightsabers igniting, I was just like, oh, here we go. Let's do this.
It
So
looked
you're telling
so
me
good.
Pedro Pascal's making all the money.
Yeah, no, he's
All the money.
He's eating so well right now. He's at home just
He's in all the movies. Does he have free time?
No,
No.
no.
But I'm cool with that. I'm 100% cool with it. I love it. I thought it looked great. And so the thing was, at the end of the trailer, when they revealed all the other Mandalorians, I thought that was really cool because Mando has been seeing since season 2 that there are other Mandalorians and other different sort of factions in Mandalore, and it's just like cool that we'll be exploring more of that. And I'm wondering,
different sects of the Mandalorian religion, like with Bo-Katan and all those guys. Yeah,
right,
and the fact that they're going back to Mandalore, and that I like, the feeling I got from the trailer is that's gonna be like the premise of like the season is him going back to Mandalore with the Darksaber and saying it's like, hey, I got this. But then something's gonna happen with Bo-Katan and all that stuff. So like that anticipation and then getting Jedi involved in it, you're like, uh-oh.
It, to me, I was just so excited because like, all right, I'm very late to this whole thing, but I just like a few days ago watched the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I just watched it. So then I watched it, and then they dropped the trailer for Mandalorian season 3, and I'm like, it's kind of good, like being like a Star Wars TV fan. I'm not saying it's being good being a Star Wars movie fan, but it's good being a Star Wars TV fan.
I think that's fair. Although we have made 3 attempts to watch Andor, and everybody tells us it's so fantastic. You got to keep going. You got to get. And I'm like, this isn't like what they make, like 10, 11 episodes maybe. And I'm like, we're like halfway through it, and we're still struggling with it. So I don't know.
Really, I haven't checked it out yet.
At first, everyone was like, get past episode 3. And, like what one of my pet peeves is I shouldn't have to wait for 3 episodes to be like, hey, okay, now I'm involved, right? And I really want to see what's going on. A. B, all right, we got past episode 3, and then it was just like, all right, we're on episode 5. So C is just like, I'm still waiting for something to happen. Like it just
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't think there's any like, it's not bad acting. It's not a bad storyline. It's just not riveting. Like it's kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah.
It's not holding on to you like the Mandalorian has, or, like episodes like that.
Well, I
even
think
the
that's
Bad
probably
Batch was better.
That's probably why the other shows are like good, that they're only 6 to 8 episodes as opposed to trying to stretch it out more. Although, how 100%. Long are Andor's episodes?
They're an hour, I think.
Yeah, like 40. Yeah, like 45 to 50.
Yeah.
I mean, like
that's long.
Like I said, it's not. I wouldn't say that I hate it. It's just. I mean, I've had people like people who live and breathe Star Wars have told me that Andor is the best thing that has come out of Star Wars in the modern era. And I'm like, I'm trying.
No,
I'm trying to see where you're coming from with this. I really am.
Trust me, I see both sides of the fence on that, and I can see like the purist canon, like all the novel readers and like that whole side of the fence. And then I see the casual watching, I know Star Wars from what I see on screen side.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said a minute ago, I feel like the Bad Batch is better than, than Andor. And that was an animated series. And I felt more of a connection to that than Andor. Andor, like you said, it's not bad. I feel like it's almost sterile, like to watch it, right? You're just putting stuff in there.
I can't put my finger on it.
Is it not, say, because I really liked Rogue One. So when they said that they were making an Andor series, it's like, oh, cool. But does it not, it feels like it's not, say, a good compliment to the movie.
It doesn't feel like it right now. And we're only 5 episodes in. So, and I'm with you. I love Rogue One. I mean, like Rogue One, of every Star Wars movie ever made, it's in my top 3 of all of those. I mean, like it was absolutely stunning, amazing, and a almost perfect movie.
Yeah.
And this prequel leading into Rogue One, it just feels like it's fallen flat,
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll keep pushing through because, Star Wars people keep telling us, keep going. There must be some some big nostalgia, something like there's a like we've had a Luke moment and stuff. There's got to be something that everybody's keeping from us. So they're like, you have to finish watching it. Like, I don't know if Han Solo shows up or like something that we don't know about that people are like, no, you have to keep going. You have to keep going. I'm like, okay, I'll keep going. But like, why do I have to keep going? Somebody just spoil it for me at this point and save me the time.
Well, you could probably look it up on Wikipedia.
Probably.
I'm just saying.
Well, yeah.
All right, we're gonna bring Jonna back into this because she is bored AF. Woo!
Jonna,
with her cat.
You don't watch The Mandalorian. I feel like cute baby Yoda would like rope you in.
No, I couldn't literally care less about Star Wars.
Either. And that's the thing is, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. It's just like The Mandalorian like hooks me, man. I can't help it.
No,
it's its own entity. That's why.
Nope.
I don't care.
Right.
I didn't watch it either, Jonna.
Look, it just like it's stuff like Star Wars and like Harry Potter and stuff. Like I feel like I had to get into it when I was like super like young, and like I didn't. So as an adult, I'm just like, I genuinely don't care about that. So I'm not gonna put my time into it and be like, yeah, let's do it. I don't care about it.
Well,
to be fair, I feel that way about Harry Potter because I just don't like Harry Potter either.
God,
right?
Get out of here.
Both
of you leave. Go back to the moon, Tia.
Wow. Oh, suddenly your connection works real great when you're dunking on Harry Potter.
I'll go back to the big NY.
The big NJ.
All right. Let's get to something that Jonna does want to talk about, which is whatever's got her weeping. It's time for what's got Jonna weeping. Take it away, Jonna.
Oh wow, you didn't even do like the whole like extra sobs or anything. This is so great. You guys are such buttholes.
Evil babies laughing this time.
Well, you guys have an announcement to make? You sound like you're clearing your throat.
Nope.
I'm gonna leave.
If we keep bullying her, she'll just leave the StreamYard.
I feel underappreciated over here.
Jonna is now on a 26-second delay.
She wishes.
Go ahead, Jonna.
I'm probably stealing some of KJ and Patch's internet.
I mean, from there you probably could.
Right.
Yeah.
Two things.
Yes.
One, Shamar Moore and his girlfriend are gonna have a baby.
Aww.
Oh,
I know you're like personally devastated, but
I was so because like first of all, I didn't even know he was dating anybody, and I was
ouch!
Like,
it's the 1-2 punch.
Oh
Dating
God.
and a baby.
You know you can only have like one husband, right? I mean, unless you move to Utah, I guess.
I can move to Utah and have more than one. I think that's only like only you can have multiple wives in Utah. I don't think you can have
that's not
multiple
legal
wives.
either. Polygamy is not legal in the U.S. for tax.
Did you guys like
purposes.
imagine me with my multiple hyphenated last names?
What would it be? Jonna, Bodorf, Evans,
Jordan.
Moore, DiCaprio. You know,
you are way too old for Leonardo DiCaprio. You better stop that.
also Chris Evans has a girlfriend.
Yeah, you are way too old for him. You better stop that.
She might be too old for Chris Evans, too.
Right? Because his girlfriend's
Oh,
young, too, man.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
All my
Sorry,
men
Jen.
out here breaking my heart, and it's just
For younger women, doesn't that hurt?
I'm like, I was just right there. I was just there 4 years ago, man.
On the cusp.
I was just right there.
Where were you?
BS.
So
I'll tell you.
now we know what's got her weeping. So there you go.
Yes.
What else?
Well,
has
no,
you
there's a
weeping,
second
Jonna?
thing.
Yeah, she said two things.
I read a book.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yes, everybody
Tom
was so proud
Hanks.
of me.
girl. What is it?
Yes, it's called Waiting for Tom Hanks. It's about this girl. Basically, this book was written about me, so I don't know who this person.
Are you Tom Hanks?
I don't know who Carrie Winfrey is, but I need to meet her because she must know me in some way, shape, or form because this book is literally about me.
Are you also waiting for Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Are we
Okay,
adding that
Tom
to your
Hanks.
last names? Jonna Hanks?
Is Tom Hanks?
I would wait for Tom Hanks.
Jonna Evans, Jordan.
Okay, so-
Hanks.
More.
Is your last name
DiCaprio
Can you
Hanks.
imagine my signature? Oh my god!
Like ascending order of who is the number one husband at the time, or
right? Like,
like, is there like a shit list? Like,
Tom
you guys
Hanks-
are the lower husbands, you are the upper husbands.
Tom Hanks in the book is like a metaphor for like the perfect man.
Well, he's
Okay.
pretty great.
Yeah.
Wait, was that like written by my grandma? Because she loves Tom Hanks. Loves him.
I mean, he's no Keanu Reeves, but he's pretty great.
I mean, like she's talking about like Tom Hanks, like Sleepless in Seattle, Tom Hanks, freaking.
He's no Cillian
You Got
Murphy
Mail,
in Peaky
Tom
Blinders,
Hanks.
but he's
Ooh.
all right.
Literally, this book
See,
is about
Patrick?
who are we talking about here?
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
I don't know who that is.
Tommy Shelby,
Yes,
you
this
get
is-
out of here.
This is Johnna's time, guys.
Sorry,
Save
sorry,
the Katie
Jonna.
and Pat and producer Patch's show for another show.
I missed
For
the
another
timing.
show.
My internet was messing up during their segments.
It's not just us.
She's got to get it all out now.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's about this girl, and she is a writer. She loves romantic comedies and movies and books and things. And she lives in like a small town. I do not live in a small town. So, it's not 100% about me, as we know. And she goes to work on this movie set that's filming in her small town. And ultimately she falls in love with the main male character of the movie, who is also, her love interest outside of yes.
Of course.
So he's her Tom Hanks, like he's her perfect person, And
So she ghost wrote your life. Is that what's happening
basically, except I haven't met a handsome movie star on a
So
movie
what
set.
you're saying is move to a small town that apparently they film movies in.
I don't know any small towns that do stuff like that.
Now she'd
If
have
you
to
do-
move to Vancouver, I think.
Please go to
Or Georgia. Right?
kindofnerdygirls.com and shoot us an email and let Jonna know where she should move. Thank you.
Probably Vancouver, because you're right, Patches, because that's where they shoot like everything. That's where they shoot.
Yeah,
like,
but that's not Vancouver's not a small town.
I know, but like they film a lot of stuff there. I feel like I could
Everything's
just like, walk
small
around
in
and
the
like
grand
bump
scheme
into
of
somebody
space.
from
Wow,
like
that was
the
deep.
Hallmark Channel.
Katie over there dropping the deep bombs. Everything is small in the grand scheme of things. Thank you,
Hey, are
Katie.
you okay?
We are but a glimmer of light in an otherwise dark universe.
But there was the quintessential part in the book where they're having like this huge misunderstanding, and I saw it coming. I was like, "Oh my god, this is about to be the worst possible thing." And I'm like sitting at work, like just like going, just flipping through, and I'm like, "Oh no, oh no, oh my god!" I was.
Aren't you supposed to be working at work?
I was done working.
Who works at work?
Right?
I was done working. I was taking a break. Okay, sometimes I need a break. All right.
I can't read those
So-
parts of books, man. Like the secondhand embarrassment. I like close the book and put it away. I'm like, I can't with you people. Stop it.
Sometimes, like when I get there, I have to like put it down and like take a walk, because I'm like, I just know there's about to be a whole misunderstanding and I need to mentally prepare for
Or
it.
it's like trademark. If we had just said like 2 sentences to each other, all of this could have been avoided.
right.
Mhm. Oh,
It's like
yes.
if we just talked to each other, this misunderstanding could have been out the window. But
Communication.
hi, Polly.
Crazy talk.
Now,
Everyone
Jonna,
says hi.
I need to know if you're coming back over to watch more Angel, or if you're going to continue on without us with that.
Do you want me to come over and watch
Are
more
you
Angel
invited?
with you guys?
Yeah.
So I did it. I haven't moved any further. Yes, I think so. We
Well,
started.
you've seen the
Jonna-
whole thing like 15 times. So like
Yeah.
I know, but
Has that
I
ever
feel
stopped her?
I feel bad because we started watching Angel and it
Yeah.
got to a point. It got so. I mean, the show's been out for 20 years. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
They make you really, really love this character, right? And they kill him off very quickly in a really
in like the 9th
devastating way.
episode. We're in season 1, episode 9, and this mofo dies. I'm like, there was no development in his character. Why did he have to die?
But there was
It was
character development
right when
in
they
those
started
two short
developing his
episodes.
character, and you
wanted
fell
to
in love
see-
with them. Yeah.
Is
I
this
wanted
the
to
one
see
with the guy
more.
from Bones?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
David
David
Boreanaz.
Boreanaz. Yes.
Yes.
You know what?
Yep.
KJ, I don't know, because the last show that you recommended that I watched was Veronica Mars, and that shit hurt. Okay. I'm
Wait,
still
Can I
recovering.
Can
Yes,
I
go ahead,
also
Tia.
jump in about Veronica Mars really quick?
Mhm.
Please.
Yes, of
So,
course.
as you know, I love iZombie. Huge,
Mhm.
huge, insanely huge fan. And the guy who did iZombie did Veronica Mars. And I was like, listen, I always hear people talk about Veronica Mars, and I'm always sympathetic to a fandom that gets like their shows like cut off, too early.
1999.
So I like decided to watch it, and I guess because it's like as an adult I was watching it, I'm like, this is so early 2000s that it's like it hurts. But then at the same time, it's like I don't know what high school they go to, because I went to a Catholic school, so it's like we did not have sushi, we did not have nice cars like that. We
Yeah.
weren't able to just like walk around and everything.
Right.
And so it's
What
like
Beverly
it just-
Hills ass high school did you go to?
yeah, and
Well,
it
that's
just
they
feels,
don't hide
it
the
feels
fact that they're all rich.
it feels like a fanfic that I would have written back then. Like, and on top of being a high schooler, I was also a murder mystery solver.
And also a secret princess that
Yeah.
has just not claimed my throne yet.
And like
I
like
also have
even
magical powers, and
even though I'm really pretty and thin, I'm not liked by anyone, but the bad boy conveniently likes me and everything. It's like just
and I don't wear
everything.
dresses, but I will wear my Converse to prom.
Yes.
You guys are making it sound like it's a
God,
problem.
it's like Twilight.
Literally,
Okay.
you just described Jonna's perfect show.
I know. That's what hurt.
I'm sorry.
We all
the
watched
eggs-
Twilight, Jonna. We all watched Twilight, okay?
Look, man.
I didn't.
Y'all, I
Yep.
just bought the freaking Twilight 5 movie collection at Dollar General for $15.
No.
Does that say
Why?
something about that it's only
Because I
worth
wanted it,
$15?
Patches. Because
Did it
I
come
needed
with
the
the-
serotonin.
I
Did it
still
come with the
have never
extra-sided
seen any of the
glitter?
movies. I have still
Jonna loves
never
those
seen-
movies.
I
sorry,
Yeah.
Jonna.
Ooh,
Yeah, stay away. You don't need to ever see those movies.
I'm going to be right back.
Oh, here we go.
We
Oh,
are
yeah, here we go.
and I've never
I will
read the
say,
book.
Tia, as to go back to Veronica Mars.
Yes.
So, I watched it, 20 years ago, whatever. So the stuff that just came out,
Oh, jeez, that was 20 years ago.
yeah, yep. When Veronica Mars came back, what Jonna is talking about, so she started it and then made it all the way through the recent stuff. And so the
Oh.
recent stuff is Veronica Mars, like as an adult. And so it's adult world Veronica Mars stuff. And
Well, I did
they
watch that.
freaking they ruined everything. I mean,
it
it was
ruined my
good.
life, Tia.
I
was-
felt really bad for fans because as soon as they killed off Logan, I was
Oh
like
my
seeing all,
God.
I was seeing all the tweets that were like, I gave money to this. I gave like my blood, sweat, and tears. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
Tia, I'm still grieving over here. Like, I'm so upset. Like, when that shit happened, I was texting KJ. I was like, what the do you have me watching? Why would you make me love Logan and then he dies?
not for nothing though. Veronica
Oops.
Mars fans pretty much went through what us iZombie fans went through every single season when they decided to
Yes.
kill off every single one of Liv's
Oh.
boyfriends. Okay.
My God.
Okay.
That was the worst.
Every
The guy who played Logan
Oh.
was in iZombie, and they killed
I
him
know.
off too.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he
Oh.
was
Typecast as
crazy in that. He
victim.
was crazy in iZombie, though. He was.
Crazy hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl,
He
you're
was-
not
yeah.
wrong, okay? I
He
still love
was
that man,
crazy
but
hot.
I was devastated.
No, it was
Wow.
like literally in iZombie, it's like every season the main character got with a different dude, and every season that dude died.
Yep.
Like
So the
without
kiss of death.
fail. Yeah.
Well,
She
It
was like
it
poison.
clockwork, Yeah. Yeah. It
you
was like
should watch
clockwork,
Then learn
because
your
the-
lesson after like 3 seasons, girly. Stop falling in love with these boyfriends.
right?
the actress from iZombie is in Ghost now, and that's just a
I
nice.
love Ghosts.
Isn't it so good? It is
It's so
so much
charming.
fun. It's
She's also
it-
Queen Amber in all of the
The Hallmark
Christmas Prince
crap
movies
things.
on Netflix.
oh, that's right.
Oh, Netflix,
Jonna,
right,
did
same
you
thing.
go get your Twilight collection to show us? Is that
Yes.
where you ran off to?
Oh,
Okay.
there we go.
Show and tell. Show and tell time.
This
Yeah,
is from
that's
high
for the
school.
pic-
Okay, this is how long I've had this.
Oh, were
I've
you
had this
team
since high
Jacob or
school.
team Edward?
Oh, I was team
Uh,
Jacob all the way, man.
Of course you
Oh,
This
are.
is for
God.
the
Yeah.
patrons.
Oh God.
Go to
Okay,
kindofnerdynetwork.com and become a patron so you can see Jonna's Twilight collection.
I'm gonna show this on the KJ Today show too.
Did you write
There we
Twilight
are.
fan fiction?
No, I didn't. I didn't do that. So this is my hoodie from when I was in the Twilight
Official club member.
Official club
Okay,
member.
my
but what's
God.
messed up about it? So like Team Edward and Team Jacob were like trademarked or whatever. So like we couldn't actually put that on our hoodies. So we had to put their last names on there.
Jonna is Team Black.
You can't walk around wearing that.
Yes, I can. If they read the front of the hoodie, they know.
Wait. Which character's last name was that?
Jacob.
I never read them.
Come on,
Actually,
Tia.
I don't even know if I can fit this anymore.
The
if
little
I'm being
werewolf
honest.
guy. Yeah.
No, Tia, it would have been easier for you to remember if she was the other team, that would just be like a glittery like hoodie. That's all it
You know
would
what,
be.
Patchy? You
I'm
better
just
stop.
saying.
No, it would
It
be
would
so
be the-
angsty because it would run away because of how much it loves her.
Oh,
Hey,
so it'd be
wow.
Bedazzled and Runaway?
Hey,
Is
full
that
of
what you're
tears.
saying?
me. Don't
Ah,
you
gotcha,
badmouth
gotcha.
Twilight, okay?
We all read the second book, Jonna, and he
I
just
love
ran away from
Twilight,
his
okay?
feelings like a
Yeah,
little
and
bitch.
not everybody read Midnight Sun as they should have, because then you get all of Edward's backstory.
You think
and
I
why
have
he acts
any
the way he
sympathy for a
does.
100-year-old man
Excuse
child?
me.
No, I do not.
Who goes to
Midnight
high school
Sun.
to frequently
Edward-
get with high
Edward's
school girls?
excuses is Edward's excuses is
The
what that should
angsty
have been
ass
called.
bitch dialogue.
Look,
No.
Right?
it was great,
and then-
okay?
yeah.
And what made it 10 times better was that Jake Abel read the audiobook, okay?
She smells so good. I fell in love with her instantly because of our writer's Mormon beliefs, because we definitely had to get married first, and it was a whole thing.
Well,
But I
that's
loved
not
her so
true.
much, and I ran away from her so she could date her werewolf friend from childhood, who
um,
also digs her, and then I got my feelings hurt when they
ma'am.
started hanging out because I
Ma'am.
just dumped her and left her there.
And then
Yeah.
after that, when I
Excuse
grow
me.
up, I'm gonna wear eyeshadow and put on a black suit and drive
And
a
be
weird
the
car.
Batman.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you very
Yes,
Am
go
I
much.
wrong?
ahead, Jonna.
New
Go ahead,
was
Tia.
very terrible.
Yeah,
Excuse
excuse me.
me.
We have a excuse me. We have a comment from Team Black. Yes, go ahead.
See, you
And then they
can't-
didn't even get to
wait.
the part where they fall in love with her unborn baby. Like,
Look,
what is happening?
Look,
I want to
guys.
say really quick before
Okay.
Jonna goes, I'm gonna let you talk in a minute. No,
I'm gonna let you go.
I just get no respect in this group. Why do I come here?
No, Twilight
When you-
gets no respect in this group.
when
Word.
you say Team Black, all I think of is House of the Dragon. So
Ah,
Never seen it.
there you go.
Didn't watch it.
Yes,
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
yes.
Jonna. Go ahead, Jonna.
Anyway, if you would have read Midnight Sun, excuse me, you would know that Edward literally just wanted to murder Bella as soon as he saw her. Like,
Because she smells too good or whatever. Because
Exactly.
he's a punk bitch.
he
I
wanted
know.
to murder everybody in the classroom and then murder her last.
Oh, but
because
his
of
self-restraint
blood.
is so amazing. Go live in the woods if you want to kill everybody.
He did. He was very upset.
And he
the
still had
whole
to go to
time.
school? Bro, you're 100 years old. You have
All
like
right.
50 high school diplomas.
You
You
know
don't
what?
have to be
I'm
here.
leaving.
Listen.
I quit. I am not the executive producer of Kind of Nerdy Girls anymore. I
Stephanie
quit.
Meyer, call
they-
me.
I
I
will
have
not
some
take this
revisions.
disrespect. Okay? How dare you
The
disrespect me and my child like
They
that?
walked past his like wall of grad caps in the movie. Like he didn't have to be at school.
I know. Imagine your whole life. You have eternity to live. They're like,
In
you
high
can never
school.
die,
That's like
and
hell.
that's what you choose to do.
I spend my free time going to high school and
I
being
sense-
mad that other people smell like delicious roast
I get
dinners next to me.
predator vibes here. I'm just saying, it's not a good look. You
And then
Welcome
she's
to
all
the
like-
Kind of Nerdy Girls. We're kind of
Oh.
nerdy and
You know
not
what? I'm not
relevant.
coming back for the February episode.
We have
Can we talk
literally
about the
spent,
part
like,
You know
where it
what?
was like
I just feel like every time I have something to say about things that I like, everybody wants to roast it. I at
It's
least
just
pretend
Twilight.
to listen to what you guys talk about.
y'all roast
No,
my
you
shit
don't
24/7.
pretend. You were, Jonna, the entire time we were talking about Star Wars, you were over there on your phone.
I
saw
pretend
it.
to listen when Katie talks. Excuse me.
Y'all all pretend to listen when I talk. Don't act like you guys like my stuff.
I do, Katie.
You don't even
I
know what I'm
do.
talking about, Tia.
I heard a
I
dead
wait for
space.
blue chickens
I
when
heard
you
a
talk.
dead-
I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all think I'm lying half the time.
So, patrons, for anybody
Wait.
listening, we all actually hate each other, but we just have to keep the podcast going.
Wait, it's so
That's
funny.
right.
I thought of Katie the other day because I got this like email about Deer Simulator for some reason.
There's a new game I want to buy. It's Power Washing Simulator.
What?
Yes, it's a whole game, and you can play with your friends where you just power wash stuff.
No.
Oh my
That's
god.
the whole concept. They'll give you
I
like
wanna
a
play it so
conveyor
badly.
power wash,
All right.
and you can
I
power
draw
wash a
lines
fountain.
at that.
You can
That-
power
no,
wash a
that-
guy's backyard.
No.
I need to give these people something of value. So
I'm sorry.
That
My
that
content was
Twilight
very
debate
valuable until
wasn't.
everybody started shitting on
The
me.
Twilight
okay?
dunk tank was very valuable.
Yeah, that ended about 55 minutes ago, just for the record.
before we go, they did announce Cobra Kai will have a 6th and final season. So there's another one coming. And William Shatner is coming to Indianapolis. He's going to be doing an appearance and at Butler. He's doing an appearance and a screening of Star Trek Wrath of Khan on March 12th.
That's not my mom's house.
Speaking of another angsty movie, Wrath of Khan.
Right. Yes.
God!
So we will have William Shatner on the KJ Today show before he comes to Indianapolis, and we're gonna have Ancient Alien live tickets
God.
and
Aliens.
Nick Pope on the
Is
KJ
it the
Today
guy
show.
with the hair?
It is. And the
It is.
sports degree.
Wait,
Yes,
you're
the
gonna
guy
have
with-
him on?
Yeah.
I interviewed Nick Pope, but I'm hoping that we get to like maybe go backstage at Ancient Aliens Live and interview everybody, including the guy with the crazy hair.
So I'm not invited, right?
So they do it on a set. You're
I
saying?
mean, yes, you're invited, but you have to be nice.
No.
They'll be
I
on
will not be doing
stage.
that.
Tia, they'll be on stage. They're coming to Indianapolis. They're touring the country.
They're just
and
doing like a forum. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a
so-
like a live panel kind of thing.
I'm assuming it's like a Q&A and they have
Do they
some.
think aliens were here? Like, why come to the big IN? Like,
The big
the
IN.
medium
mid-
IN.
Yeah,
the
the
medium
IN.
IN.
The Mark IN, okay?
I would
Alright.
definitely join Katie in on like, don't allow us to be there at the questionnaire. You probably don't want to hear.
All right.
Hi,
Thank you very much.
I know
for
you have like
being-
12 seasons of Ancient Aliens, but why do you not have 1 ounce of proof?
Hey!
Hey, there it is.
And on that, this has been the Kind of Nerdy Girls. Thank
I don't even think I'm
you
gonna
for
post this
suffering
episode.
through it with us. Thank you.
Oh my god.
That's what we get for filming on a Sunday. We're a little
This is
feisty.
like the most angsty podcast.
Oh no, sorry. I love you, Bella.
Wait,
I love you, Bella.
I'm
But I
not gonna
can't
post
be with
that
you because you smell like a
specifically
delicious
because you
lasagna
guys were
dinner.
shitting on me the whole time. I'm
This
not
is-
gonna post it.
I was gonna say maybe we should
Okay,
end by
But
saying
Robert
something
Pattinson
nice
didn't
about
like
each
it
other.
either.
Okay, everybody, I want you to go around the room.
That's a great
and
idea, Tia.
Here we go. So I'm gonna start with Tia. Tia, I need you to say something nice about Katie.
Oh, no,
It was your idea.
No, I was gonna say I was.
She can't
like,
think of anything.
Oh, excuse me. I was going to say that I appreciate that you are always bringing in weird gaming, new games and stuff that I totally believe, by the way. I do not doubt you. I think it's hilarious and everything. And your dedication to not watching TV shows is what brings us all together. I think it's hilarious. So thank you,
All right.
baby.
Aw,
Thank-
aw.
Thank you, Tia. All right, Katie, I need you to say something nice about producer Patches.
What is not to say about producer Patches? I love him. He is kind. He is smart. He is handsome. He has weird interests like darts, but it's fine. It's whatever. And he usually joins on the Dunk Tank Fest with me. So it's always him and I with our lovely little side commentary.
All right, Patches, please say something nice about producer Jonna.
Well, producer Jonna is one of my most favorite, passionate, life-loving adopted daughter that I never thought I would want, and I'm so happy to have her in my life.
I can't believe
And my
Patrick said
grandkitty,
that I
too.
love life.
Every other
I
weekend.
know. I'm like, Jonna is not a
Yeah.
life-loving individual.
I am a life living person.
Life tolerating.
Oh, living, not loving. Living. I got. Yeah, wrong.
I just
wrong
live
answer.
here.
Yeah.
Y'all scared the cat. I don't know where he went.
The baby.
All right, Jonna, I need you to say something nice about Tia.
Well, first of all, I love her.
Aw.
And I am so glad that we kidnapped her and brought her into the Kind of Nerdy Girls. And
Our podcast is way better, right?
Totally. And I can't wait for the day when I actually get to meet Tia in person and we can nerd out about things because she's the only other person I know who watches weird telenovelas on Netflix.
I watch all the telenovelas. They're the only things I watch.
You don't tell me that you watch telenovelas.
The Cook of Castamar. I watch High Seas.
I have been trying to end this show for 10 minutes.
I love how you skipped out on saying nice things about KJ.
But
Yeah,
I love Tia very much. She's my fan.
I did skip myself, did I? Nobody has anything nice to say.
Everyone on my podcast now say something nice about me.
All right, now you all have to say something nice about me.
If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't even be here right now.
Goodbye.
Leave
Goodbye.
studio.
Thank you. Cue the music. Cue the jingle. Thank you.